What you gonna do, brother? What you gonna do, brother, when Devil Dog Gaming runs wild on you, brother?
What up, it's Bam Margera giving a shout out to Devil Dog Gaming and the devil's in the details.
Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another game review. That's right, I tell you what, it's raining games in September. I can't wait until October. This time I'm reviewing a game known as Wreckfest. This is actually a physical copy release game. It doesn't cost that much, and it kind of reminds me of the old classic Demolition Derby games all the way back on PlayStation. So, is Wreckfest a decent game? Is it worth picking up and playing? Stay tuned to my review to find out. Welcome back everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another game review. This time I'm reviewing Wreckfest. It was developed by Bugbear Entertainment and published by THQ Nordic and was released on August 27th of 2019 on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Microsoft Windows. It's a racing game that is pretty much a spiritual successor to the Flat Out series and the Destruction Derby series of the days of yore. It has traditional track races on and off the pavement, destruction derbies, and more. It comes with like 3 main play modes as you go through this, including a career mode that will take you anywhere up to 20 hours long to beat, a multiplayer mode where you can play with up to 25 people online in any of the races and any of the modes in this game, and custom events you can make as well. Now, you can also, as you go through the game, you will earn points and level up, and you can use these points to buy and sell new cars or upgrade the current ones that you have that unlocked already. You also will unlock parts as you go through, which you can also use to upgrade your ride. That does everything from make them go faster, makes the brakes work better, makes them stronger, so everything from suspension, because you have to keep in mind this is a physics-based game in terms of the destructibility of the vehicles, so you have to pay close attention to what you're doing. Now, roughly give or take, there's 60 different cars in this game. Everything from your standard issue cars, trucks, buses, bumper cars, lawnmowers, tractors, and more. There's even, like I said, riding around in lawnmowers or a thresher, getting into a demolition derby with a thresher versus a big school bus is pretty damn fun. And you can customize your vehicles. It doesn't really seem to have too good of terms of customization in the way they look, but you can modify their paint jobs and tweak them out enough to where you can give you your own little flavor for what vehicle that you're driving on. Now, so far there is 21 different tracks in this game, and each track does have different variations of it. You can have some that are just a normal ring oval of it, others will have a figure 8 mode to it, and everything like that. Now, you can play this game using a steering wheel as well, the driving wheel as they call it. I did not get to test it out on the PlayStation 4 version yet, but I do plan to in the future. Honestly, if you have like any form of doing this with a steering wheel, definitely do it. It makes it way funner. Now, overall, I have to point out some high points in this game and some low points to this game. First of all, definitely hands down, I love the way this controls. Each of the cars have their own strategically different control in terms of how they handle, how they function, and you can have some problems leading into things based on what vehicle that you're currently driving on. Naturally, if you have a sports car that goes super fast, it can generally handle the turns better than, say, like the sofa couch you're driving. The sofa couches suck, I'm sorry. But all in all, I would have to say the high part of this game has to be the destructibility of the vehicles. The fact of how they deform correctly based on where you hit them, how hard you hit them, and how the parts rip off, and as you progress, your vehicle slowly deteriorates into a smoking husk of metal and flames. hands down is the best feature in this game. I love that ability. The deformation of these vehicles is bar none really friggin' cool. And the demolition derbies are fun as hell, especially playing online with real people. And the races aren't bad either. And some of the tracks are really off the wall in terms of weird design. I think one of them is called Death Loop. And that thing is really interesting. There's all kinds of jumps, a bunch of hills, and a big giant loop that you have to go through. And as you progress, your vehicle will get beat down to nothing left, to where you're basically running on your rims and you're one hit away from your gas tank exploding and your car crapping out. And I do appreciate the fact of how this game plays. Offline, it plays rather smoothly. I've had a couple glitches with it here and there with like some of the screen tearing, but that very seldom happens. And I have noticed when you play online, once the game's loaded, I haven't had any online problems with playing with other people, so that's good, especially when you have a component where you're actually focused mainly on driving. And the way the designs of the vehicles are and the way the tracks are, I actually really enjoy this game. And the fact is, you're looking at a minimum of close to like plus 20 hours just to get through the huge career mode by itself. That's not including even playing online. And the whole time you're playing, you're already always earning money and experience leveling your character up. And the more you level up, the more you unlock, and that's pretty much how it goes. Now, they do plan to have some DLC in the future that'll probably be adding new tracks and new cars, obviously. Maybe a couple new kinds of races, because it basically consists of fundamentally two main races, okay? It consists of your normal race and a demolition derby. Now, they mix it up in different ways to where it's like, okay, this race is a figure eight race, and this race is a death loop race, and this race is on-road, off-road. It has obstacles in the way. So they do mix it up. But honestly, in all due fairness, if you break it down to what this game has, it has two main kinds of races. Your normal races and your demolition derbies. By far, I love the races that you end up just totally dismantling the other person's cars, which gets you extra bonus points, which unlocks stuff faster, new equipment for your car that you can upgrade to make it faster and stronger is always a welcome plus. And the demolition derbies have always been fun, especially when they're done well, and this one is done very well. I appreciate the amount of detail that you actually get with this game. Hands down, the other good thing is this game is not a full price game. This game is only $39.95, so only $40 for this game, and honestly, that is not a bad price at all for this game. For the amount of content you actually do get in terms of the different racetracks and vehicles and the fun that you can have with this game, honestly, it is a very, very good price for the amount of content you get. Now, naturally, I always have to point out high points to the game, and I also have to point out some flaws with each game. It's only fair. Hands down, I'd say the graphics with this are definitely not up to snuff. They're not like next-gen sort of graphics. They play off more like PS3 style, which isn't bad. It's not anything that's really like ugly or drab, but like some of the character models of the crowds are just really crappy looking. The animation of the crowds are not well done. You can tell, this is pretty much a budget title, and if they focused mainly on the physics and the ability of destroying your cars and the control of the cars, which I don't have a problem with. But one major fault with this game I have to point out is the load times are terrible. In between races. Now, once you get into a race and it loads, you can have like a 3 and 4 lap race and it loads rather quickly. But when it's first loading up a level, you're looking at a minimum 30 to 50 second load time each time before you get into a race. Fortunately, the races aren't over faster than the load times, so this isn't like NBA 2K20 or nothing, where you're just looking at load times the whole time. That's really the only downfall I can say with this game, is the load times are awful, and I don't think the graphics are that good, and the animation on the crowds isn't that well done. Other than that, the amount of variety you get with the vehicles, how they handle, and the fun that you have with this game, I would honestly say if you are a huge fan of the classic games like Demolition Derby and Flat Out, I would say go ahead for the price point. Pick this game up. I think you'll be pretty pleased with it. It has a pretty decent online component that so far seems to be working fairly well, and I can't wait to see what future content they add to this title. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. Please hit the bell icon to stay updated whenever I release any new videos. Hit that like button if you actually like this video. And I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember people, the devil is in the details. Now, before you go, make sure to check out my newest sponsor I have with Dr. Squatch Soap Brand Products. Everybody, I'm here to talk to you about Dr. Squatch Soap Company. That's right. Check them out. They're a real thing, and they got some top quality products. All of their soaps and everything are made by hand with all natural ingredients. So none of that artificial crap that they pump into everything nowadays. You can go and check them out. They've got tons of different kinds of soaps you can get. They have colognes you can buy, and they even have equipment for the man out there if you need to take care of your shaving needs. I mean, top-notch quality products here at Dr. Squatch. Honestly, I was impressed by the sheer amount of items that they actually have. And you can even get something known as a soapscription, where you pay them money, and whenever you set it up, you can have it by the month, you can have it by every 2 months or so forth. In the mail, you'll receive a box with soap and everything else that you order. That's right, and it's got a 100% money back guarantee for all their products. If you're not satisfied, you get your money back. Heck, even if you're one of those guys that likes to have scented candles, they even have scented candles for you. That's right. Go to drsquatch.com with the link I'm placing below and order yours today, and use my promo code to save yourself an additional 15% on all your orders. Check them out today. Dr. Squatch, they got some good stuff. Well,